Won't be doing a live stream today. Gonna take a little hiatus, but we back talking some Errol Spence versus some Terence Crawford, and both called each other out. We back with the Box Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back on that boxing grind as usual. And yeah, basically Errol Spence did an interview, at the Herd and Lara, fight week. I think it was Friday. Last Friday, saying that Terence Crawford couldn't beat him at basketball or in boxing. Crawford rebutted on Twitter. You can go there and find it. I'll leave a tweet link in the description for Crawford, telling Errol Spence to put the cash up, and we'll see if Errol can walk him down and outbox him. At the end of the day, man, both of these guys seem to want to fight. Would it be better for it to marinate a minute? Yeah. It'd be better for Terence Crawford to get the belt from Horn. And then, eventually Errol Spence can gun down Keith Thurman. But we all be holding our breath. And if we all held our breath, we definitely gonna die. Or at least pass out first, And, for me, we want to see the fight. But I want to see this fight, be big, a little bit bigger than what it is now. I mean, look, you got... 5 good welterweights. You got Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Errol Spence. 6. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, and Keith Thurman. Okay. In my opinion, Keith Thurman and Errol Spence got to happen. When that happens, you might get a rematch, and then you get to Terence Crawford. But truly, we can't gauge if should Terence Crawford fight Errol Spence now or later, because we haven't seen Terence Crawford fight at welterweight. And a lot of boxing fans like to jump the gun and insinuate that Crawford is just going to be the truth at junior welterweight. And I had a few people say Crawford ain't fought nobody. And to be honest, yeah, you could say that. But who the hell in boxing has? Honestly, who has fought elite competition on a consistent level? I mean, the most consistent guy you could find is Canelo Alvarez. But obviously, his career is now looked at as a sham. And controversial when he did fight elite competition. People felt that it was iffy versus Trout. It was, obviously, he got beat down by Mayweather. I mean, people thought it was close with Cotto. People thought Lara beat him. And people thought Golovkin beat him last time out. I'm not talking about the legendary fighters that are still in the game like Pacquiao. I'm just saying the new fighters. And that's because we're in the transition era. We transitioned from Pacquiao, Mayweather, to whoever else is going to take the throne. Now, has the media trying to give the throne to Lomachenko, try to give the throne to Golovkin, try to give it to AJ? Yes, you can't give anybody anything. It's earned. And that's why on my number one pound for pound, the champion of, hypothetical list is vacant. And then I start with Terence Crawford. There's no face of boxing right now, no legit face. You can say guys sell tickets, guys do this in the UK, or Canelo does this. But at the end of the day, it's no legitimacy at the top. Lomachenko got to prove something. Crawford got to prove something. A lot of guys got to prove something. Sorek might be the most proven guy in the top 10. But he fights in a small division. A lot of small divisions don't get the respect from casual fans and major fans. Hardcore and purist fans sometimes. But if you look at it, Crawford is holes in his resume. He's holes in Keith Thurman's resume. And it's supposed to be that way because now they can be they own, they can write their own legacy with Danny, Sean, Terence, Errol and Keith, and Keith is holding that up. And people are waiting on Keith for whatever reason it is. Errol don't want to wait on Keith. Errol will fight Sean and Danny back to back. You know what I'm saying? Terence, if he could, he would fight Errol Spence right now. But obviously the business doesn't make sense right now. And Bob Arum said he want to build that up a little bit. But in my opinion is Terence Crawford can talk good. And I've been saying this for a long time. If y'all like it or y'all don't like it. I got a lot of love for Terence Crawford. But to me, I don't feel it. I don't feel the energy because I know in my heart, in my mind, and my soul that Bob Arum is a long ways away from making that fight happen with Errol Spence. Period. With Keith Thurman, all of them. And Terence Crawford gonna learn the hard way. He gonna learn the hard way that Bob really don't have no good plans for you. All the good plans is for Lomachenko. When they ringside, Lomachenko sitting next to Bob. Crawford sitting on the other side of the arena. You know, and, you know, maybe he has noticed it, and maybe he like, you know, fuck it, I'm just going to keep collecting these checks so I get out this contract, you know. You know, he going to ESPN Plus app, $5 a month subscription, where all the great pound-for-pound fighters fight at. I mean, shit. Didn't Muhammad Ali fight on the ESPN Plus app? Vladimir Klitschko, Larry Holmes, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Carlos Monzon. You know, shit, is Adrian Broner fought on the ESPN Plus app? I'm just talking shit, man. But yeah, he got to recognize what position he in, man. And if I'm Crawford, I'm starting to save probably 50% of my purse. Probably 60%. I'm changing my lifestyle because I know at the pinnacle of this top rank shit, I'm going to need to get out that contract. And I'm going to need some bread because the big money is going to be with Errol, Sean, Danny, Keith. That's where the money going to be at. He'll get tired of fighting the top ranked welterweights of the day. And there's some out there. So the guy that they got the knockout on the Ray Beltran card, he undefeated. You know, and they're going to find a way. When you don't think Bob Arum got away for some of his opponents, especially when the field is scarce on the top ranked side in the welterweight division, they're going to find a way. You know, but like I said, I don't feel the energy. I'm not saying that Terence Crawford is being fraudulent, but I just know him. I just know for real that fight ain't makeable right now. They can exchange pleasantries all they want. You know, can I give you an honest answer who I think I'm winning? Absolutely not, because I haven't seen Terence Crawford at welterweight. And I look forward to him fighting Jeff Horn because that's a great matchup to get ready for some of the bigger welterweights. Jeff Horn is strong, tough, rugged. He can punch. He awkward with some of his angles. He's rough. He's tough. He's something that Terence Crawford hasn't faced with 8-ounce gloves, in my opinion, at all. You know, he's a step up in competition. And if y'all laugh and say, oh, it's not true, fuck yeah, it is. He's a step up in competition. He better than Delorme. He better than Darius John. He better than Hank Lundy. He better than Wade Beltran. He better than Ricky Burns. He better than Julius Sandango. He's better than, Felix Diaz, John Molina. I mean, now it's not starting to sound so stupid, do it? You know, y'all shitting on Jeff Horn. He's a solid fighter. You know, with that extra size, it's going to be a problem for Terence Crawford. But it's also going to get him ready for a guy like Errol Spence that got the same come forward style to a certain extent. Spence ain't as funky with his awkward head movement and foot movement, you know. But like I said, it's going to be a good fight. And we just hope they don't overcook it or just string it out and we get a Crawford that's been a shop worn or Errol Spence that's been shop worn. We need some of these fights that's fresh out the oven, you know, that's fresh on the buffet line. You know what I'm saying? We want to see one fresh, but boxing promoters don't let that happen all the time. We gotta get the last of the corner at Golden Corral, the last corner of macaroni and cheese, that fried chicken that been sitting under the light for 20 minutes and they about to close. Nobody want that shit. We want to see these guys at their best. And the boxing debates are good, especially going into why Crawford is fresh and Errol is fresh and Sean is still pretty good and Danny is still good and Keith is still pretty good. But at the end of the day, if the fighters really want to fight each other, you sit your people down and make it happen, especially Errol. If Errol really want to fight and he can get over the top rank and Bob Arum and get him an offer, he can get it. He's a promotional free agent, but the thing about it is Bob knows that he going to want to sign him. If not, he ain't going to want to deal with him until it really works his way. But let me know what y'all think.